Joining me right now is Pennsylvania Congressman Scott Perry. He's a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee as well as the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. Congressman, good to see you. Thanks very much. How do we do that? How do we supply Ukraine with what it needs to win?
Well, to me, it should come through NATO. The United States of America should sell NATO absolutely everything it asked for to help Volodymyr Zelensky, President Zelensky, defeat Russia. And I think that's important to have that mindset. It's not just about defending themselves, but it's literally to drive Russia out of their country. Unfortunately, our commander-in-chief, you can see from his recent comments, he'd be better served taking a delegation to the early bird special than he would be to visiting Ukraine or actually even prosecuting, our involvement as such that it is with this war that's going on in Ukraine. I mean, my goodness, I think he belongs in a nursing home as opposed to the home of war in Europe right now.
Well, why, though? Why? I mean, look, we're all watching this death and destruction happening all day, every day. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson traveled to Kyiv over the weekend. He walked the streets of Kyiv with Zelensky, showing solidarity. Johnson announced new military aid, including armored vehicles. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that Biden does not have plans to travel to Kyiv following Johnson's trip. So what else do we need to do aside from sanctions on Putin's daughter?
Well, I agree. I agree, Maria. But again, providing Ukraine all the weapons that they need. But when we say provide, they should come through NATO. NATO should be buying from the United States, help the United States economy. It would get NATO where it needs to be. Let's face it, it hasn't been the greatest partner in this whole thing moving into this war. And they can certainly afford to take care of their own backyard. And again, I think our goal needs to be not just the defense of Ukraine and 30% of the world's wheat, an economy, by the way, it's going to contract about 45%, maybe 50% this year due to this war. We do have an interest in this. We're going to see our prices continue to rise at the pump and in our grocery stores and across the board because of this war in Ukraine. So we should do absolutely everything we can. We don't need to send our sons and daughters to this war, and we should not do that. Ukraine has said that they're willing to fight. They just need the tools to do it, and we should help provide them.
So much questionable policy out of this administration, Congressman. I mean, seriously, the border wide open. Border agents are bracing for an explosion of migrants when Biden ends Title 42 next month. May 23rd is when it is being lifted. But listen to the Lieutenant Governor of Texas, Dan Patrick, who joined me over the weekend on Wall Street, breaking down the numbers and what this actually means for America. Watch.
Over 20 years, we've added millions and millions of illegal immigrants to this country. But right now, in the first term, Maria, of Biden, if this continues, we will have about 30 million people come here illegally because we apprehended about 2.5 million last year. If we get 1 out of 3, that's 7.5 million. Multiply that by 4 years, and it's getting even larger numbers. That means, Maria, in his first term, more people will come here illegally than live in the state of Texas.
What, Congressman, can you explain this policy?
Completely unsustainable. Maria, I live in a town of about 2,500 people. Joe Biden's DHS has said they're expecting about 18,000 people per day once the rule is lifted. And all at the same time, American citizens, frontline healthcare workers, people in the military, if you've been to it or through an airport, you have to wear a mask, yet we're going to let all these folks walk illegally right across the border and join the American society. And look, the things that come with them are record overdoses from fentanyl, the crime that comes with it, the struggles that our police have to deal with the increased crime activity, cartel-based, our education system, healthcare system, the payments for all of those things increasing across the board. So the policy really is to destroy America as you know it. I don't know why we refuse to say that. What else can it be? That's literally the policy of the President of the United States, the Democrat left party.
Well, did you hear what Mayorkas said on Friday? The biggest threat to America is not the border, it's white supremacy. I don't know how they say this with a straight face.
These are coastal elites in the left that are completely detached from reality. They don't live where you live, Maria. They don't live the lives of the American people. They don't shop in the grocery stores. They have their own protection details, live in gated communities. They are out of touch with America, the Democratic left.
Oh, it sounds like a dereliction of duty to me, Congressman, but we'll keep watching it, of course. Scott Perry, thank you very much for being here this morning.
Good morning. Thank you. God bless you.